Hello, how is everybody tonight? Happy Sunday, everybody. Am I coming through loud and clear? I am indeed. How is everybody tonight? Let me see who have I got with me here so far. We have got Fox here with us. What's up, Fox? We got Blue Cop Bear here. We got Sean. We got Chris B. We got Joey. We got Zach. We got Chew Bubblegum. What's up, Chew Bubblegum? Got Jose. Or I'm sorry, Joe. Joe's Guitar Shop. What's up, Joe? Got Sick Jim here. Mark Balboa. Selmer Slasher. Russell Thompson. We got Ghosty. We got Foz. What's up, Foz? Hope you had a good Halloween too. I had a pretty quiet Halloween. It was a good one. It was a quiet one though. Laid back. Jeremy decided on pizza instead of Taco Bell. So we got pizza instead and just had a nice chill night. What's up, John? What's up, Joe? How you doing? Ready for the Silent Night, Bloody Nights watch party next month? Oh yeah, I am too. Love that movie. Love watching it with y'all every holiday season. How many years have we done that now? It's got to be at least 5 years, at least. We got Horror Orman here. What's up, Orman? Got Joshua here. We got Richard Skarinki here. Yeah. How's everybody's Sunday been? Are y'all feeling the Halloween hangover? First couple of days in November, it's hard to say goodbye. But I was seeing Christmas ads popping up everywhere on Halloween night. So even before Halloween was over, Christmas ads popping up everywhere. What's up, Ben? How you doing? What's up, Zach? How you doing, sir? What's up, MVE? What's up, Lee? Barney likes beer. 363 days. Let's start the countdown already. Let's get it going. 363 days. Joey, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Piz, not horror related, but what is your favorite John Candy movie? Mine is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Gotta be Uncle Buck. I love me some Uncle Buck. Love me some Uncle Buck. But thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much. Let's see. What have I got? A little pop-up here for a thank you. Here we go. So since it's we're already in the holiday season. Here you go.
It's garbage day.
There you go, Joey. Some garbage day for you. Appreciate that. The first Silent Night, Bloody Night was 2018. Okay, that sounds about right. Started the Thanksgiving foods. Lots of places doing Turkey Day sandwiches, mostly just add stuffing and cranberry to a sub. Well, I mean, Jeremy has already got his costume for next year already picked out for Halloween. Already got it picked out. Now, usually he sticks with it. There's been at least 1 year where he changed his mind, but usually when he sets his mind on the costume, that's it. So What's up, Scott? How you doing, sir? What kind of pizza do we have? We had extra cheese and extra pepperoni, and it was really good. It was really good. So it was some darn good pizza on Halloween night. Here in your country, it's spring. Soon it will be summer. What's up, Go Seek Find? How are you? How was your Halloween? The John Candy doc on Amazon is excellent. Yeah, I've been meaning to check that out. I've just not gotten around to it yet. But I'll get there. I'll get there. What's up, horrors galore? Aspirin came in handy this morning. Did you have a wild night last night? So I thought, we're all dealing with the Halloween hangover. We could all just hang out here together for a couple hours, shoot the bull, and have some have a group therapy session to help us through the Halloween hangover. What do y'all think? Got my bottle of water in my Jason koozie. It doesn't fit quite as well as a can, but it still does the trick. Still does the trick. And that's right. Yeah, we've got date night with us. We got date night Mike here hanging out with us tonight too. He's a little, he needed to be with people tonight. He's a little depressed now that Halloween's over. So he needed to be with some people tonight. So DiGiorno's has a Thanksgiving pizza. I think I'm aware of that one. Isn't it like turkey and cranberries and like stuffing and stuff? I just can't imagine that would taste good. I don't know how many of y'all remember when Jeremy and I did the Thanksgiving. Was it jelly beans or was it candy corn? I don't remember, but that was some of the nastiest stuff we've ever eaten, or that we've ever done for a video. That was just thinking about that now. It just kind of turns my stomach. That stuff tasted so bad. Good Lord. I like Thanksgiving. I liked that movie. I enjoyed it. I've watched it at least one time since. And anybody know what's happening with Thanksgiving 2? Jeremy was convinced that Thanksgiving 2 was coming out this year. And I thought it was for a while too, but I've had to tell him a couple of times, like, Bubba, I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening this year. So any idea what the status of Thanksgiving 2 is? What do you think of all Scream Factory titles going on Grub site? I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, that makes sense. Clearly, I mean, Scream Factory, Shout Factory, whatever you want to call it, they're going in a new direction, and it is what it is. So they are. Again, I know I sound like a broken record, but they're following the Anchor Bay playbook to ruin step by step. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. You spent Halloween picking up a new TV. Got a whole 3 trick-or-treaters and spent the rest watching Halloween. So if you guys did anybody that hands out candy for Halloween? What was your all's trick-or-treater ratio like? Did you have a lot of trick-or-treaters? Did you have few trick-or-treaters? More than usual, less than usual, none? I mean, I guess it depends on what the weather was in your all's neck of the woods. I know here in Kentucky it's been cold. It's been rainy. Right now it's 45 degrees. So Jeremy and I have had to dig out our winter clothes. Hey, Tom. Yeah, Jeremy and I are good. Best cure for the Halloween hangover. Watched Kino's new 4K release of Black Sheep with Farley and Spade. Not bad. Not bad. You saw the preview today for Scream 7. Yeah, Jeremy did a trailer reaction for Scream 7. He's excited. He's been excited for Scream 7 for a while, so that trailer just got him more excited. Now we just have to wait. It's coming out in February, so what, 4 months? I think the Halloween game is going to have multiplayer. Well, I don't know about co-op. I know it's got a multiplayer mode. I know it's got a single player mode. It'll probably have a co-op. Here's hoping Mike doesn't grow a beard and go on a walkabout for a year. Well, it worked for him in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Just, wandering around in the middle of nowhere, eating dogs, Didn't lose an ounce of muscle, though. Didn't lose an ounce of size. So dogs must have a lot of protein in them. Or else he was sneaking into a gym, or maybe he's just in the woods, like, curling and pressing trees. I don't know. What's up, Zebra's World? Didn't get any time to decorate. Yep. I love Christmas too. I love the holiday season, like from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas. Really, that's my favorite time of year. And I really like the holiday season. I love holiday horror movies. The holidays are always really, really kind of slow and chill at work, and that's definitely a plus. That's my favorite time of the year at work too, because nobody really wants to work that hard. People are taking time off. People are thinking about the holidays, so it's just very chill, very quiet. So as much as I hate to see Halloween go, I love, and really, I mean, Thanksgiving's not a huge deal for Jeremy or me. He loves to go to Cracker Barrel for Thanksgiving. That's been our thing for years. But I almost lump Thanksgiving in with Christmas. It's all just part of that holiday season, because you're just seeing Christmas everywhere. It's just like the build up for Christmas. So I was even kind of itching yesterday to should I start watching holiday horror movies now, or do I wait? So I was kind of itching to, maybe crack out Black Christmas or Don't Open Till Christmas. But then I was like, I don't want to, don't want to get too burnt out on holiday horror. And I don't want to watch them all now and then, I don't know, rewatch them for, in December. Though I do like to scroll through Tubi and see what kind of holiday horror they have there and see if I can't find a diamond in the rough or two. And yeah, the last couple years I've not found really, I've not had any luck, but that's always kind of fun too, kind of searching through Tubi or Prime or whatever to see what kind of holiday horror movies they've got hidden, and hopefully find a good one. So, what'd you guys all do for Halloween? Chud 2 Bud the Chud is the best Halloween themed movie. You know what? Jeremy might agree with you on that because Jeremy used to love Chud 2. He used to talk about Chud 2 all the time too. We had the DiGiorno's Thanksgiving pizza. It wasn't bad, really. Okay. The whole month of October flew by. I know. It was here and gone in no time at all. Thanksgiving in Canada is done. What's up, Monster B? Happy. I hope you had a happy Halloween. Thanksgiving 2 is coming 2026. Okay. I have not seen the Pyromaniac trailer yet. No, I have not. You got a bucket of candy corn, and now that October's over, you don't want to eat it. Can candy corn go bad? Just store it till next year. I don't think that stuff can go bad. Trader Joe's has amazing Thanksgiving popcorn. We don't have a Trader Joe's anywhere near here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out the Halloween game. I hope it's good. I hope it's more like Friday the 13th the game than Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No trick-or-treaters. Haven't had trick-or-treaters in years. Zero, unfortunately. None. You had the light on, but no trick-or-treaters. You had a ton. Boba's Vet. You had a ton of Thanksgiving trick-or-treaters. Well, that's cool. California fires delayed shooting Thanksgiving. Okay. Monster B had a lot of trick-or-treaters. Rick, you watched Halloween 3 in a cinema on Halloween night. Yeah, I bet that was awesome. What's up, Justin? We had a good one. We had a quiet, chill one. Very chill. When was the last time you went to an adult costume party? Gosh, it's been a while. It's been a while. It was fun though, but it's been a while. What did I drink on Halloween? Just water, mostly water. Mostly water. Like I said, very chill, very quiet Halloween. You got your first trick-or-treaters in years and they showed up at 9:30? That is pretty late to show up for trick-or-treating. Did they have parents with them? Were they little kids? Were they teenagers? Yeah, the Hellraiser game looks fun too. The Hellraiser game definitely looks fun, for sure. By the way, if you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Are there any Yeah. Jeremy and I are planning on doing another Christmas stream this year. If anybody's interested in sending Jeremy a gift to be unboxed during our Christmas stream, get in touch with me either on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on TikTok too, or you can send me an email. There. So if you're interested in sending Jeremy a gift to be unboxed during our Christmas stream, get in touch with me. Yeah, I'm not even going to tell you how many boxes of those cakes I've had already this year. Not even going to tell you. I've not had any in maybe about a week to 10 days maybe. But they came out early here, and I'm not proud. I'm not proud of it, but I couldn't help myself. I'm just addicted to those things. They're so good. And if anybody in the chat says that they're just zebra cakes, ban that person. Mods, ban them. Immediate. I will not stand for that blasphemy. I eat a lot. I ate a lot of them before Halloween was over. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Yeah, thanks. Cracker Barrel on Thanksgiving is good. I mean, they give you a pretty decent sized plate. It's not you're not going to be stuffed when you walk out of there, but you'll walk out of there full. You get a couple of pieces. Well, let's see. You get like 2 pieces of turkey. You get a piece of ham. You get mashed potatoes, green beans, stuffing, cranberry sauce, the whole 9 yards. So it's a pretty decent meal. And the best thing about it though is also kind of the worst thing about it, which is no leftovers, but no, you don't have to do dishes and you don't have to throw out or give away a ton of leftovers. So the only bad thing is it's usually packed. So, and I remember one year we got there early. I'm thinking, Jeremy, let's get there early. And we were there a little too early because they wouldn't serve us Thanksgiving. They said, we're not going to start serving Thanksgiving until we were 30 minutes early or something. They're like, you can order breakfast or anything else off the menu. And I was like, it's Thanksgiving. We're here for Thanksgiving. Well, okay, we're going to have to wait. So I got pissed. And so we did not wait. And but we had Thanksgiving elsewhere that year. So it might have been, I think it was a little longer than 30 minutes. I don't know what I was thinking showing up that early, but I thought, we'll beat the crowd, not knowing that, but I mean, it's my bad ultimately, but Which Halloween movie is underrated? Hmm. Well, I may have to change my opinion and say Halloween 3 now, because I thought we were 15 years past people disliking Halloween 3 because Michael Myers wasn't in it, but no, we've regressed. I discovered a lot of people on social media who, they hate Halloween 3 because Michael Myers isn't in it. Like, it shouldn't be on a Halloween ranking list because Michael Myers isn't in it. I had one commenter say, bro put Halloween 3 at number 3 or 4 and doesn't even know that Michael Myers isn't in it. Like, so I think probably Halloween 3 is now the most underrated again. You did a pumpkin carving, ordered pizza, and watched Night of the Demons and Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Wow, that sounds like a good night. That sounds like a good night. Stayed in, barbecue chicken pizza, and a few seasonal horror flicks. Sounds like a good night to me. Yeah, not a whole lot of Thanksgiving themed horror movies. I mean, Blood Rage is the best of the best, though. Watch that one every year. You dressed up as Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 Myers. You were flooded with kids. Wow, okay. Cool. Oh, you've already broke out the original Black Christmas ornament. Okay. All right. All right. What's up, PlayStation 9? Watched a handful of movies like Pumpkinhead, Manhunter, The Awakening, Prince of Darkness, and The Fog. Not bad. That's a good lineup. Oh yeah, the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. Yeah, who's excited about watching that? I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I really do. I hope it's just a good, solid, fun slasher. Oh, Tales of Halloween. Yeah, Tales of Halloween was the final Halloween Treasures on Tubi video I did. That is a fun one. Evening from NorCal. What's up, Pumpkin J? How's everything in NorCal? What's up, Hoosker? Yeah, I've seen that. The Peter Pan. Yeah. That yeah. Yeah. Wasn't a big fan of that one either. Had about 5 groups of trick-or-treaters. Don't do costumes at work. I mean, we have a pretty relaxed you know, dress code or whatever. So I have seen people come to work in, like PJs and stuff, or like Halloween themed shirts. I went to work a couple of times. Well, I don't want to. I went into the office dressed up a couple of times. I didn't stay, but one time as a zombie, one time as Jason, and one time as Leatherface. And there was one coworker she was very scared of zombies. She had a zombie phobia, and I was a really good looking zombie. I had liquid latex that I'd made like bloody scars and like a bloody bullet wound on my head, and really scared the crap out of her. Really scared the crap out of her. Long legs is good. Long legs is good. It's not great, but it's good. Think it got a little too overhyped, but it's it's good. Did the original Michael Myers mask have a lot of dirt on the neck? I mean, it's it looked like later on in the movie, it looked like the paint had worn around the neck. You just see a lot of like flesh tone. Don't know about how dirty it was, but that might give it that dirty looking effect. But it was just the paint. It was just the paint rubbing off. Oh, thank you, Fox. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm well. I've not had any Christmas tree cakes in like I said, like either like a week to 10 days. So I mean, I've not gone to the store to get more, but I mean, I gorged myself on the ones I had. So and it's early. I can want to pace myself. Now the Christmas tree cake, like the Nutty Buddies, those are really good too. Wasn't a big fan of the donuts. I haven't had the muffins, but I'm not a big muffin guy. The ice cream is good. The Christmas tree cake ice cream is really good. So, those cookies are good too, McCora. Yeah, those cookies are good. No, I don't think I've ever heard of Bujonia. Think I've ever heard of that one. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, with Emma Stone. Okay. Yeah, they played that trailer before um Chris Stuckman's movie. What was that called again? Um what you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Elijah, I ranked the Halloween franchise probably 3 or 4 years ago. Go check that video out. Well, I love Halloween 6. That was the one Halloween movie I watched on Halloween night. Watched the theatrical cut. So, Jeremy's favorite meals of all time. Um, he loves the big burritos from like Cadoba, loaded with stuff, rice, meat, cheese, um, queso, like the corn salsa stuff. Loves those, just devours those. Doesn't leave anything left. Doesn't leave anything behind. It just, yeah. And then I guess, Taco Bell's up there. Anything tacos, he's all about tacos. And then it would have to go to KFC, I think. Um, he loves Arby's. And then I guess it would either be I think it'd be pizza, then hamburgers. Because he doesn't really request hamburgers very often anymore. He used to be a huge hamburger guy, but they've fallen way down the list. I own a couple of those masks, Drum Smash. I've got a couple of those. They're pretty cool. You gotta like the retro kind of theme though, because I mean they're pretty they're kind of basic, but I mean they're beautiful in that old school Dawn Post kind of way. So you ordered a box of Christmas tree cake, 16 boxes in a case. Wow. You're stocked up. You are stocked up. You should get the Brute Michael Myers mask from Halloween 5. Hmm, I've thought about it. But mm. You had a bocce for Halloween? Nice. Yum yum sauce. Very nice. What's up, official Spacey G? How are you? First time to one of my lives. Well, welcome. Glad you could make it. You got a full bucket of candy and stared at people handing out candy behind a tree. I got 5 trick-or-treaters and trolled people as Halloween 2018 Michael Myers. Sounds like an exciting night. And then you watched Halloween 4 and 5. Yeah, that's a good night. There's a Thanksgiving edition of the Treehouse of Horrors Simpson show. Really? Don't know if I've seen that one. Somebody mentioned that documentary in my Rob Zombie's Halloween re-review. That is an interesting documentary because you literally watch as Rob Zombie's passion for making that movie just gets sucked right out of him. And by the end of it, when he's doing reshoots, there's a I've not seen the movie in years or the documentary in years, but I just remember there's a scene where he's just like standing around with his arms crossed and he's just like kicking dirt. Like, like that was his mood toward the end of that shoot. So, but you literally see like he like day one he's excited, he's passionate, he's like let's do it, and then it's just a slow drain of that throughout the rest of that documentary. I'm not a fan of either one, Johnny. I don't like pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie. Not a fan of either one. Hey, there's Boogie Manny in the chat. What's up, Boogie? How you doing, sir? How was your Halloween? So far, I mean, the first episode of Welcome to Derry, it was giving me major like It Chapter 2 PTS because like I hated It Chapter 2. I loved It Chapter 1. I loved It Chapter 1. I was so excited for It Chapter 2. But it was just awful. Awful. And watching episode 1 of Welcome to Derry, I was getting those It Chapter 2 vibes. I really didn't like it. That CGI demon baby thing I thought was just goofy. And it was just kind of boring. Lots of filler. Episode 2 I liked though. Episode 2, they're thickening the plot nicely, I think. That scene that you're talking about, the birthing scene, that was really cool. I liked the pickle jar monster. I thought that was pretty cool. I like the angle where the military has like discovered Pennywise's lair and they want to use it as like a weapon. I think that could be really interesting. I still think it's a really bad idea. I don't know if this is true, but I was told this by at least a couple of people. They're not going to actually bring out Pennywise, clown Pennywise, the Pennywise who we all are here to see, until like the 6th episode, and there's only 8 episodes in the season. I think that's a mistake. Like, you can cut out a bunch of the CGI monsters and just put Pennywise there, because that's ultimately what we're watching this thing for, right? Is Pennywise, and not like, not CGI monsters. I think it's a bad idea. Like they're holding Pennywise like we've never seen him before. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be a big surprise. Like, oh, that's what Pennywise looks like. What's up, Swaggy? How you doing? Hope you had a good Halloween. I saw your pictures as the Invisible Man. Were you at like a Halloween? What were you at when you had those pictures taken? Is it some kind of outdoor Halloween party? Halloween parade? What was that? What's up, Horrible Show? Hey, Piz, just wanted to do a shout out because your vids definitely made my spooky season. Work was kicking my ass and they helped. Well, I'm glad, man. I'm glad that I tell you what, let's do this. This is for you, Horrible's show. Appreciate you. What else have we got here? Got a gong. We've got this. We've got this. Wow. Got this. Okay. We've also got some music here. What kind of weird background music is this? All right. Let's see what's this one. All right, we're rocking out now. You watched Halloween 6 on Saturday morning. Nice. Oh, man, you're going to do a Halloween 6 mask next? Oh, very cool. I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's turn this off. Yeah. All right, I kind of like this. It's a little smooth. I like that. Let's lower the music. Let's lower the light a little bit here. Let's get it moody. All right. Now we're grooving. Any plans for conventions, and do you have a wish list of people you want to meet? Right now, just FrankenCon definitely next year's on the list. Full Moon is definitely on the list, and then beyond that, I really don't know, but those two are definitely on the list. And as far as wish list, I mean, there's a bunch of Friday the 13th people that I've not met that I'd like to meet. There's people from all the sequels that I've not met that I'd like to meet. I'd like to meet Ashley Lawrence from Hellraiser. Never had a chance to meet her. Got a bunch of names on my Hellraiser poster, but it's missing hers. Let's see. I guess that's about it, really. What I consider James Wan one of the best horror directors. I mean, he's had his high spots, that's for sure. Saw, Insidious. He did the first Conjuring movie too, didn't he? I think he may have done the first two. Yeah. So, he's got a pretty good track record. Pretty sure I've liked more of his movies than I've not. Let me double check though. I like Saw. I like Dead Silence. I like that. I like Death Sentence too. That one doesn't get enough recognition. That's a fun revenge movie. Insidious I like. The Conjuring I like. Wasn't a fan of Insidious 2. I think I did see that Fast and the Furious movie he directed. But I mean, that's, I don't remember a thing about it. Aquaman movie, and I wasn't a big fan of Malignant, so I've liked most of his stuff. Would I say he's a great one of the best horror directors? Yeah, Working Today. Yeah, he's on that list. What's up, Adam? How you doing? Your Halloween was great. Had pizza, beer, and watched Halloween 4, 6, and H2O. Nice. Why did you exclude Halloween 5? Oh, you're not doing a Halloween 6 mask? Okay. I have met Tyler Mane, yes. I have met Tyler Mane. Matter of fact, I'll show you a picture of me and Mr. Mane. There is a picture of me and Tyler Mane. He was very nice. He was very nice. Who is the nicest and the rudest I've met? The nicest. I mean, most of the people I've met at conventions have been really nice. There's really only been one or two kind of jerky ones. So I've been fortunate. Most of the celebs I've met at conventions have been nice. So yes, congratulations to Robert England. That was long overdue. Ah, who did you see at Spooky Empire? Andrew? No, Full Moon. No, next year. I went to Full Moon this year, back in, what was it, April? I'm talking about Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Expo next year. Ashley Lawrence is fantastic. Who was my favorite Friday the 13th final girl to meet? Ooh. Adrienne King. I've met Adrienne King a couple of times. She's just super, super nice. Lar Park Lincoln was really nice. And it was cool to meet her because she was in the very first, she was the final girl in my very first Friday the 13th. And I always kind of had a crush on her as a kid. And so I got to meet her. She was really nice. What is the lady's name who was Tommy's Trish? Who's the actress who played Trish in the final chapter? She was really nice. Yeah, Death Sentence is really good. People don't really talk about that one though. Okay, Dead Zone, take care. Have a good night. Let's try another song here. All right. Got a bunch. Cool. Danielle Harris was at the very first convention I ever went to, and she was nice as I recall. I don't remember that much about meeting her, but she was nice as I recall. H50 in the plan. So far, it's a yes for the Y tonight. Oh man, you're probably getting chewed out right now. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, H50 is 2 years away. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Okay. All right.
I'm having a brain fart here. I love Slipknot.
You love Slipknot. Let's see who else. Let's look through my my Halloween 45 photo album. James Jude Courtney. He was cool. Lance Guest. See, I mean, you know, everybody thinks Lance Guest and they go, oh, Halloween 2 and The Last Starfighter. I go, no. Jaws the Revenge. So I don't think he had any Jaws the Revenge stuff though, with as I recall. Or else I probably would have got a Jaws the Revenge, something Jaws the Revenge signed by him. But he was nice though. He was cool. Leo Rossi rules. Leo Rossi was super cool. He was super cool. Yeah, Felissa Rose is always so nice. Yeah. 100%. 100%. There's the old Myers house. The man, Dick Warlock. Sasha Jensen. I'm giving him the Halloween 4 treatment there. Just jacking him up, man. I'll give him credit because I asked him, I was like, has anybody ever done the thing to your face? And he was like, no, nobody's asked. He was like, do it. So I just grabbed it. So he was cool. Kimberly Beck. Yeah, Kim Beck. Yeah. Yeah. She was nice. She was nice. Let's see. Who else do we got? Oh, there's me holding the jack-o'-lantern. Don Shanks. Oop, at the graveyard. There's Tom Jones Jr., who played Loomis at the beginning of Halloween Kills. The legend. The legend. Right there. The Atkins. The legend. Hold on. Yeah. What a legend. What a legend. Really nice guy too. Really nice guy. I've met him at least 3 times at this point. But super nice guy. Super nice. It depends on the convention. It depends on where the convention is. If it's a big convention in a big city, you're going to have long lines. And if you go on a busy day like Saturday, you're going to have long lines. Yes. Too sweet for sure. Yes. The legend. Tony, thank you for the $9.99. Thoughts on the Total Recall remake, especially the director's cut? I personally find it to be a very underrated remake alongside Black Christmas 2006. I've only seen the Total Recall remake one time, and I really don't remember anything about it. I don't remember it being like bad. It's just nowhere on the level of the OG. But I don't remember it being bad. But thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. Let's see, Tony, what do we got for you here? Let's see. What can we throw out here for you, Tony?
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Got a little Busta Rhymes for you there, Tony. A little Busta Bust. Thank you, sir. Actually, you know what? Let's give you this too.
It's garbage day.
You know what, Tony? Because you're always so generous. We're going to give you one of these too. Appreciate you, Tony. Thank you. Alyssa Sutherland was super nice. Cool. Now, I had a chance to meet her. So yeah, Savini's usually just he's just a little yeah. Savini's a little grumpy. He is. He just is. Hey Piz, if you had to choose only one more meeting with someone famous at a convention, who would it be? Uh, uh, hmm. It'd be Boogie Manny. All right, Sean, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out. I have never met Jamie Lee Curtis. Nope, never met her. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to meet her. Let's see who else we got on the list here. Ooh, Tom Morga. He's a good guy. Got Annie there. Loomis, Nancy Loomis. Got PJ. Jeremy would love to meet PJ Souls. She needs to come to a convention around here. Jeremy would love to meet her. Front of the Doyle house. Alan Howarth. He's cool. He's been on the channel. Good guy. There's me and Mike hanging out in the bushes. Let's see where. I've got some more on here. Well, I thought I had. Where's my picture with Nick Castle? Where'd that one go? I know I took one with Nick Castle there. Well, I don't see it here. I must not have uploaded it. You met Emily Perkins, Darren Lynn Bozeman, Chris Fain, Samantha Scafidi, Roger L. Jackson, and Jane Levy. Cool. Was Jane Levy nice? I heard she can be a little reserved at those shows. And did you have to stand a certain distance away from her to take the picture? If you guys haven't hit the like button, please do so. I would appreciate that. Is Stu alive? Only in our hearts. Only in our hearts. Well, you deserve that, Manny. You deserve that. Let me catch up with the chat here. Don Shanks will always be your favorite, Michael. No, I think as long as you have the money to pay for the ticket to go in, you're pretty much good at most conventions. Zebra's World. As long as you got the money to pay the ticket, I think you're good. Fridays and Sundays are usually the best days to go to conventions. Sundays in particular. But Fridays you usually catch the celebrities, you know, they're chipper, they're excited, they're ready to go, they're gung ho. But Sunday's usually the slow day. Busta Rhymes would be a huge hit at conventions. I'm surprised he doesn't do them either. Honestly, he'd clean up. There's no doubt about it. He'd clean up. In 2 weeks, you're going to be meeting Heather Langenkamp, Kelly Hu, Tim Merkovich, and Marilyn Poucher at Days of the Dead Chicago. Very cool. Very cool. I've already got a Death Wish 3. I don't. Is it a 4K? I'd have to look and see. But I've got a relatively new Death Wish 3 release. Kevin Bacon would be awesome. Yeah. Kevin Bacon, there's only a couple of people I need for my Friday the 13th poster. I need Kevin Bacon. I need Harry Crosby Jr. and Betsy Palmer, which I'm unfortunately never going to get Betsy Palmer now. I would have loved to have met Betsy Palmer. That's one I wish, I wish I could have met her. And let's see, who else do I need on that poster? I mean, I've got pretty much all the main people in front of and behind the camera on that one. Well, Steve Miner. I've not met Steve Miner. What's up, Dave? It's a Halloween 3 at the theater. Very cool. Yeah. Tom Morga was Michael in all of that stuff. Yeah, he was Michael all through, like the first half of the movie. That was all him. The bandage stuff in the diner. Yep, that was him. Yep, that was him. Yeah, Jeremy goes to bed every night at 8 p.m. sharp. Jane was fine, not super outgoing. We talked about one of her upcoming movies, Whale Fall. And yes, she did distance a little for the photo. Overall positive experience. That's good. That's good. So no arm around each other kind of photos with Jane. I always ask if it's a female celebrity that I'm meeting for the photo. I always ask, is it okay if I put my arm around you? Just to be courteous, And so far, everyone has said yes. But if somebody said no, I'd prefer not. I'd be like, okay, cool. And then I'd say, screw you, get my money and walk away. And tell her to get that stick out of her butt. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I loved the old school Friday the 13th on NES. I still love it. I never beat it as a kid though. You've got to you've got to go through there's this whole routine you've got to do, and like as a kid it's not in the manual, and like before the internet and stuff like that, you didn't stand a chance against Jason with, even if you got like the machete, you still didn't stand a chance against Jason. You got to have the torch. Got to have the torch. The pitchfork is pretty good against him too, but the torch is how you kill him. Once you figure out how to beat that game, you can beat it in 5-10 minutes, which is crazy because it was so hard back in the day. Was never a fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street one though. Only played it a couple of times, just never liked it. Hey, what's up, Sam? How are you doing? Hope you guys had a good Halloween. I could have met Hulk Hogan at a convention many years ago, but I didn't. They had him hidden away, and you had to like buy tickets to meet him ahead of time, and I just didn't do it. So I would have liked to have met him. I've met a few pro wrestlers. Roddy Piper was really cool. I did get to meet Roddy Piper. Let's see who else. I met Jim Cornette. He was cool too. I've met Kevin Nash. I would have loved to have met Scott Hall, but never got the chance to meet him. Let's see who else. That might be it. I think that's it as far as pro wrestlers are concerned. How many Michael Myers masks do I have? A lot. I don't know. I've not counted in a while, but a lot. Do any signatures of Donald Pleasance on Halloween merch exist? That's a good question. I got asked about that a few years ago, and if there was any place to like find a legitimate Donald Pleasance signature, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure they're out there somewhere, but finding a legit one, A, is going to be difficult, and B, is probably going to be expensive. So just gave out candy and chilled. Cool. Did y'all have a lot of trick-or-treaters? What's up, Eli? How you doing, sir? We did. We had a good Halloween. We had a nice, chill, pleasant, laid-back Halloween. We'll get another Halloween movie eventually. There's just no doubt about it. It'll get rebooted again. You met Steve Miner at Flashback Weekend a couple of weeks ago. Nice guy. Good interaction. Cool. Yeah, if you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I'd appreciate that. How was your Halloween, Eli? I met Cornette. Yes, I met Corny at a convention. Gosh, this was probably. I wonder. Let me see if I can find the picture. It might be on here somewhere. It's gonna be going way back though. Let's see. Oh no. That's You're in for a treat. There's me and Corny. He was fun to meet. He was fun. He had his he had rackets with him, and I got him to sign a photo. It's one of those classic, it's like pink background, like glamour shot. He's got the racket, he's like pointing, or is he I don't remember. I'd have to find it, but it's an amazing picture. An amazing picture. Your friend met Bray Wyatt. He said he refused to charge for autographs. Well, that's rare. He was a rare breed. That's a funny story. Beat it and tossed it in the trash. Well, look, like I said, once you know how to beat that game, you can beat it in no time. Everybody knows the Dairy Queen incident. Yes, yes. Everybody knows. Yes, amazing indeed. Amazing indeed. Let's see, who else did I meet at this convention? Richard Brooker. This was his next to last convention, but he passed away I think it was 3 months after this show. So, Richard Brooker, R.I.P. Harry Manfredini. Harry Manfredini. R.A. Mihailoff. Leatherface from Chainsaw 3. Tony Todd. Tony Todd. R.I.P. Tony Todd. My goodness. You own a vintage Donald Pleasant signature that came with the certificate of authenticity. Got it right around the time he passed away, so it's over 30 years old. Wow. Wow. How much do you want for it, Justin? My Halloween was chilling, worked a bit, took my little one trick-or-treating. Hope you and the family had fun. Had a pretty good one. Had a nice chill one. Very relaxing. Let's see, when was this pic taken? This was 2013. This was 12 years ago. Yep, this was a long time ago. So funny story. Tom Savini was also supposed to be at that show. And this was before I'd met Tom Savini for the first time. And I don't remember how he came up in the conversation with conversation with Tony Todd. But he goes, "Yeah, where is Tom?" He goes, "Let's call him and find out." So he pulls out his phone and he calls up Tom Savini on his phone. And Tom Savini answers, and Tony Todd goes, "Where the F you at?" and continued to berate him on the phone, like, "Where are you? Why aren't you here? There's people here who want to see you," until Tom Savini hung up on him. So, that's funny. That was good times, man. Tony Todd. Legend. Oh man, let's see, who else did I meet at that show? There weren't that many people there, but they had a pretty good little lineup. And two of them have passed on. Yeah. I thought, oh, okay, that's it. All right, that's it. That's all of them. From Dead Winter Con 2013. Man, that was a long time ago. My goodness. Let's see. Do I have any other con pictures? I mean, I know I do, but let's see. What else we got here? Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know. Wait a minute. This isn't. I'm not even going to show this one. Not even going to show that one. I will show this one, though. How many people are passed away from this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Wow. Let's see. There is myself and Danny Steinman, the director of Friday the 13th, The New Beginning, and Savage Streets at Fright Night Fear Fest 2011. What's up, Physical Media Zone? What's up, Brian Trash? What's up, Johnny? Yeah, like Jim Cornette was like he does not get enough credit. He was a brilliant manager. He was a brilliant performer. Great on the mic. He just had that heel thing down so good. You know, the suits, the over the top suits, the tennis racket with the thing on it that was like jewel encrusted. He doesn't get enough credit. He was so good, from booking to managing to being like a performer. He was so good. Yeah, that was a long time. Well, I've had a couple of periods on YouTube since I've been doing YouTube where I had long hair. But that's me with the late great Danny Steinman. Let's see. Oh man. This is from my very first convention. Very first convention. Oh, lordy. This was the very first person that I went up to at my very first convention. Teen Wolf's dad. That was the first person I went to. Because it's Teen Wolf's freaking dad. And he's since passed away. But he was very nice. Let's see. Who else we got here? Ken Foray. Also very nice. Just a gentleman through and through. Let's see. Who else do we have? Dee Wallace. Or I guess she was still Dee Wallace Stone. at the time. But Dee Wallace, Kane Hodder, and this was when Kane Hodder really choked people. He had to get out of that. He had to get out of that because he choked somebody out at a convention one time. So, but yep. So that look on my face, that was real. He was really choking the crap out of me. Doug Bradley, Pinhead. He was very nice. Really, Jeremy would love to meet him. Gunner. Gunner. He was the reason why. I mean, if you know me, you know I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite horror movie. So meeting him, I've never gotten nervous or like starstruck in front of like a celebrity, but like waiting in line to meet Gunner, like I went, oh man, I'm nervous. Like I felt it. Like I was like, I'm nervous to meet Gunnar Hansen. So, and he was nice. And Gunnar Hansen, not at this convention, but at another convention, he gave me the greatest compliment I've ever received. He told me that I would make a great Leatherface. Greatest compliment I've ever received. Carolyn Williams, she was very nice. She was very, very nice. Very, very nice. We talked about Lou Perryman because he had passed away not long before then. And she was super nice, super sweet. Jack Ketchum. Oh, man. He was so freaking nice. Oh, this guy wrote, well, he's written some excellent books, The Lost, The Girl Next Door. I just recently seen The Girl Next Door, the movie, and I was like, man, that movie just scarred me for life. And he was like, yeah, me too. He was super cool. So nice. So nice. And he's unfortunately passed on too. Danielle Harris. Somebody asked me about Danielle Harris a little while ago. So that's the first and only time I've met her. I've been at multiple conventions that she's been at, but that's the only time I met her. And that's it. So that was the very first convention. Those convention pics are cool. Thank you. November 6th, 2004. Hey, there's Chris from Slasher Home Video. How you doing, sir? By the way, if you go to retrocryptco.com and you use the code PIZZOW20, you'll get 20% off your order from retrocryptco.com. Let's see. Chris, where are you in the chat? All right, Chris, I just made you a moderator, so you can go ahead and add that link to the chat, sir. You know, it's funny because and I've told this story before. So when I met John Carpenter and I had him sign my Halloween poster, the organizers of Friday Night Film Fest, they were such jerk offs. Like conventions will have certain policies about, like, you know, you can't take photos with people. at certain places at certain times, whatever. But they had this one prick walking up and down the line. We were all in line to meet John Carpenter, and this guy goes, "If I see anybody taking pictures, shooting video, I will take your phone. I will take your phone from you. You've been warned." And I remember thinking, like, dude, you would have to physically take it from me. Yeah. But like you don't have to, like, just say it. You don't have to act like you're some big tough guy. But that's Fright Night Film Fest in a nutshell. Jerk offs. But after I got Carpenter to sign my poster, me and Barry, Endurance Productions, anybody remember him? We walked across the street to a Shoney's restaurant, and we were having lunch. And Barry was seated facing the door, and he goes, "Oh my God, John Carpenter just walked in." John Carpenter walked in all by himself, got a table. Now this was like in June or July, and it was hot. But Carpenter had on like this thick, like wool sports coat, like a long sleeve, like turtleneck kind of shirt under it. Like he was just looking at him was burning me up. But Barry was like, "Oh yeah," like he was thinking, like he was like, "Do I walk? I can't go say hi to him." And I was like, "I'll go. I don't care." So I walked over, and I was just like, "Hey, it was such a pleasure meeting you today. Your movies mean so much to me. I really appreciate it." And he shook my hand, and he goes, "So what's good to eat here?" And I go, "Oh, well, we had the breakfast." He was like, he goes, "Was it pretty good?" I go, "Yeah, it was pretty good." And I was like, "So I won't take up any more of your time, but it was nice meeting you." And I walked away. So I had a conversation with John Carpenter about Shoney's breakfast. Was I at Horror Hound Weekend 2017? That sounds about right. Let's see. Do I have that in here? Here's Horror Hound. Was this 2017? No, this was this was a couple of years ago. I must not have made a photo album for that one. This was the year Gunnar Hansen was like, you'd make a great Leatherface. I've got that video somewhere. I wonder if I can find it. Oh my God. Now this was being starstruck. This was being starstruck. Hold on. The sax guy from the Lost Boys. Okay. That is being starstruck right there. And I'm holding a bottle of baby oil, a bottle of Saxman branded baby oil. Okay. I heard you used to party with Vince McMahon. Oh yeah, man, all the time. Me and Vince were pals for sure. How you doing, Crack Rock? How was your Halloween? Yeah, I've met Linnea. She's really nice. She asked what photo I wanted signed. I looked at the imaginary camera and smirked. My wife was next to me. I know I've got some pics with I've at least got one picture with Linnea somewhere. Uh I wish I knew where that video was of let's see. I don't know. It's lost in the archives. Somewhere deep in the archives. Oh my god. I do got to show you guys. Hold on. This was so funny. Horror fan Andy made this for me. Oh Lord, this was so funny. Rate it first. Remember how you jumped me the last time? I was going to rate one of our root beers first. All right, Bubba. Usually I let you go first when it comes to the rating. I'm going to rate this one first. The Sprechter America's Best.
Hold it.
Okay.
Who finds that?
And you jumped me? You totally tricked me. And then you rated it first. Well, I'm going to rate this one first, okay?
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. So the Chucky's Punch Fanta.
One fun that.
Well, you read my mind because I was only going to give it one thumb up. I'm going to rate it first. Remember how you jumped me the last time? I was going to. That was funny. That was funny. Let's see here. Oh, there's me and Nick Castle. Yeah, he was cool. Up D. Wallace again. William Katz. The dude from Leatherface from the Netflix Chainsaw movie. Roy. That was a big deal for me. Meeting. Just look at the happiness on my face right there. Meeting Roy. Man. What's up, Frank? How you doing? Yeah, that was a big deal. There's retrocryptco.com. Use promo code PIZAL20 and get 20% off. Let's see, who else did we meet this year? 2 pictures with Roy. Okay, that's and I had to show off my autographed hockey mask. Wait, was that it? Yep, that was it. That was Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival from 2023. Good times. Let's see. Oh. Oh man. Meeting Romero. That was a big deal for sure. Meeting Romero. That was a big deal. Don Coscarelli. Don Coscarelli's so cool. Don Coscarelli is so cool. Such a nice. Reggie. Reggie. Oh, Reg. This was the year too. Angus Scrimm was supposed to be there too, but he got ill and couldn't make it, and he passed away shortly thereafter. I would have loved to have met Angus Scrimm. Love to have met him. Ari Lehman. I guess that was that year. Did you see those pictures? Did I not share the screen for those? What's up, Philip Workman? How you doing? Oh, you saw? Okay. I wouldn't. Okay, good. We're digging through the archives today, folks. Jeez. Some of these I've not looked at in so long. My goodness. My goodness gracious. This was a big one for Jeremy here. This was a big one for Jeremy. When he got to meet Matthew Lillard. Look at that look on his face. Yeah, he was excited to meet Matthew Lillard. That is for sure. Let's see. Who else did we meet? Roger Jackson. That was a big one for Jeremy, too. He was doing Ghostface for Jeremy. He did Mojo Jojo for Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy was excited to meet him for sure. Even wore his Ghostface shirt. John Franklin. Jeremy loves Children of the Corn, so that was a big deal. He got to meet John Franklin. And he got to meet Courtney Gaines. So that was a big deal. He got to meet Isaac and Malachi. Del Midkiff was so nice to Jeremy. This was another big one for Jeremy, too. The Pet Cemetery people. Del Midkiff was so nice to Jeremy. And like they didn't even like usually when you meet a celeb, like the very first, like cash is the first thing that gets exchanged. But like I realized, oh crap, I didn't pay him. So I went back to the table and I was like, hey, I forgot to pay you. And Dale, and I believe that's his wife there. They were like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, but they got such a kick out of Jeremy because he's such a big Pet Cemetery fan that they were just like, whatever. So So I love this picture of him and Dick Warlock because I was talking with Dick. This was not long after we had done the Bloodstream with Dick on my channel. And I was talking with him, and Jeremy just walked right around me and sat down in that chair next to him and looped his arm around his like they were old buddies. And that was the picture. But I love that picture. Oh man. Oh man. Tom Morga again. This is Jackie from Scarefest. She helped us out. Scarefest just really, I can't say enough great about Scarefest. And Jackie, awesome lady. Jeremy in the good guys box. I know. Let me see. I thought there were. I know there's other people we met. Where'd those pictures? Well, yeah, there were other people we met. I guess I'm just not very good at uploading pictures because he also met Miko Hughes. He got a picture with Miko Hughes, but I guess I'm just not very good at uploading stuff. But that was a big deal for Jeremy. That convention was a big deal for Jeremy. Yeah, pure joy. Yeah, he'd wanted to meet Matthew Lillard for a while. So actually, I got him one of those digital frames, and I just got all the pictures from all of his conventions and stuff on it. So it cycles through them next to his bed. Let's see if there's any other goodies here in the archive. Oh man. So this is a story I've told before. But when I met Malcolm McDowell, I had him sign my a Clockwork Orange poster. And he was like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Justin." And he goes, "Justice?" I said, "No, Justin. Justice. No. Justin. Justin." And he goes, ah. And he signed it to Justice anyway. So my I think he was just messing with me, but Justice. Okay. Justice. So my Clockwork Orange poster says to Justice. Kevin Nash. I mentioned Kevin Nash earlier. That's me meeting him. That was also the day right after that photo was taken. He whispered into my ear, PWO. That was the day it was born. Steve Dash. He was cool. Of course, he's no longer with us either. But he was really cool. Amy Steele. Adrian King. That was at least the second or third time I've met Adrienne King, but she's always so nice. So nice. There's Sean Cunningham. And what's funny, he's actually standing on like a milk crate there. So, there is Kim Beck. She was really nice. And there's Laura Park Lincoln. I told her, I said, I was like, The New Blood was the very first Friday the 13th movie I saw. And I was like, I had a crush on you. And she was like, even with that awful hair? It's like, yeah, even with the awful hair. That's all of them. But that was a good year. That was 2016, Scarefest 2016. That was a good time. It's a very simple process. You just have to buy a shirt. You just have to buy a PWO shirt and you're in, man. You're in. It's a very simple process. Let's see what else is kind of fun. What other stuff we got in the archive here? We're going on a walk down memory lane here tonight, folks. By the way, if you are interested in buying a PWO shirt or any shirt out of my Dashery store, it's everything's marked down to $16. So there's the link. Let's see what else have we got in the archive. Mm. We were just talking about this gentleman, Tom Savini. Just talking about this gentleman. Mr. Savini. Good night, Fox. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see who else. Two photos with Tom Savini. That was the first time I met Tom Atkins. This was Mad Monster Party 2014. For goodness sake. Let's see who else we got. The late great Dick Miller. The late great Dick Miller. Of course, he's no longer with us either. The legendary Dick Miller. Heather Langenkamp. So I've got a funny story. When I was, I think this picture was taken maybe on a Friday or a Saturday. But as I was going down to the convention on Sunday, I don't remember if she was already on the elevator or if she got on while I was, but anyway, we were in the elevator together and she had all of her stuff. She was carrying all of her stuff for just herself. And I was like, let me give you a hand with some of that. And so I helped her carry her stuff into the floor and helped her, put things up. And I guess it got wild down there on Saturday night because there was just stuff scattered everywhere, like stuff from people's tables just scattered everywhere. Like people had just left stuff on their table. And whoever was sitting next to her had left a bunch of stuff on their table, and it had spilled over onto hers. And so she was scooting all this crap over. And whoever was, I don't know. Sometimes you'll have like burlesque performers at these things. And I guess it was a burlesque performer that was seated next to her. And a bunch of her stuff was like this bosomy blonde woman, half naked. And she picked up one of the photos and she goes, "Here, do you like porn?" And I took it. I went, "Hey, I'm good." And I just kind of frisbeed it back onto her table. And she was like, I think she said, "Well, thank you. If you want to come down later, remind me, and I'll give you a free picture or something." I was like, "No, you don't owe me anything. It's all good. Don't worry about it." So, but yeah, she did. But she offered me porn. She offered me porn. So. The hot rod. The hot rod. Mm. That was a really cool meeting with him, because he was like, he goes, "Oh, you'd make a great tag partner." So he was cool. He was cool. I'm glad I got to meet him. I was working next to Savini at Texas Frightmare on the stairs. I introduced myself and stuck my hand out for a shake. He didn't say anything, just looked at me and my hand and then walked away. Oof. Savini was super nice to me, even though he signed his photo black on black. He gave me the biggest hug. Well, and I mean, that's something you've got to be careful with when you go to conventions. If you're not paying attention, they'll sign black on black. I've you got to pay attention to that. And sometimes you got to bring your own markers. They've gotten a lot better at it over the years. That some people bring like a rainbow of markers, but back in the day, it was like black or red, maybe a silver, but like most of the time they had black, and that was it. And if you had a dark poster, you know what I mean? You're getting, yeah. So there for a while, I brought my own silver pins with me. Let's see who else we got. Ed Neal, the hitchhiker. He was cool. He was cool. He was really funny too. Ted White. Ted White. Ted White. R.I.P. Ted White. He was really cool. He was even like in this picture. I forget how old he was in that picture, but like he was still in like really good shape and big guy, big guy. But he was very nice. Very nice. 2014, baby. My Leatherface shoes. Ed Neal really liked those, by the way. Ed Neal really got a kick out of those. Those were some cool kicks. I've still got those. Those were some cool kicks. All right, enough about the past. Enough about the past. Enough about the past. Anything else on your all's minds tonight? Anything you guys want to talk about? Any questions? Anything else? Ted White looking like he's running a gambling racket. That's funny. Yeah, yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. I have met Judy Aronson. Yes, I have met Judy Aronson. She's got to be a vampire. She does not age. Let me see. What convention was that? I think that was a Mad Monster party too. Let me see if I can find it. Was that no that that might have been a horror hound. Actually, I think that was a horror hound. I don't see any horror hounds albums. But I have met her. Yeah, she does not age. She's got to be like a vampire. I'm convinced she's a vampire. Yeah, I must not have an album for that one. It's in the photos somewhere, but if I didn't make an album for it, it's way back in there. I did not get the Friday the 13th shoes from Walmart. I don't know if my Walmart even got them. I looked for them a couple of times, but never saw them. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was a Columbus horror hound that I met her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah, I picked up a few things from the Scream Factory sale. Yeah, I'll do an unboxing when I get them all. No new news on Shot Factory, at least that I've heard. What's up, Fachi? How you doing, sir? Hope you had a good Halloween too. You gave in and upgraded Exorcist 3. Nice, nice. Mine never did, and people are saying some folks went in, bought them all first or second day, and are selling. So yeah, I mean that doesn't surprise me. Let's check out eBay real quick here, see if those shoes are on there. Let's see, Friday the 13th shoes. Oh, here they are. I think these are the ones. Yeah. So this person wants $65 for them. Here's one for $64.99, $70, $68.75. So yeah. What were they, like $20 in the store? I think they were like $20 in the store, right? Let's see, 69.70. Oh, here's one for just $49.96. That's pretty reasonable. 58.99. Oh, $30. That's not bad. Or best offer. Maybe I'll put in a best offer on them. Or have these been worn? These have been worn. You can't. Come on, dude. You don't put dirty sneakers on eBay to sell. Dude. Or at least try and clean them up. Oh. Filthy. Filthy. Don't want your stinky, nasty secondhand shoes, bro. Yeah, a lot of them on here for crazy prices. Crazy prices. Oh. Thanks for sharing all the photos. Really cool. And I hope everyone has a great week. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little walk down memory lane. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like on the stream. They're calling them rare shoes. They're rare. Yeah, they're rare because people went in and grabbed them in bulk. I'm sure you were in front of us before I found your channel. I think you asked Carol Locatel to sign your poster. Yeah. Yep. I sure did. Yep. I sure did. Yeah. Meeting Carol Locatel and oh god, Ron Sloan, Jr. and Ethel. That was a big deal. That was a big deal. Damn, why didn't I make a freaking why didn't I make a freaking photo album for that? What a dummy. What a dummy. Let me scroll through here real quick and see if anything pops out at me. I am not seeing it. No. Daggone it. That was a great picture because I got both of them. I got both Carol Locatel and Ron Sloan together. Ron Sloan holding his head, holding Junior's head, while Carol Locatel was giving us the finger. Or giving me the finger. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. And Carol Locatel has unfortunately passed away. That was a really great Horror Hound because they had the Friday the 13th Part 5 reunion. They had that was the first year I met Eric Freeman in person. So it was great getting to hang out with Eric Freeman. There's a lot of cool people there that year. That was just a really, really great show, as I recall. That was my favorite Horror Hound period. And I've been to Columbus at least once or twice. I've been to Cincinnati, I think once. I've been to the Indianapolis one once. So it's just going to take too long to go back and find those. All right, Boogie, take care, man. Have a good one. I think a mouse used my Vans shining shoes as a toilet. Thank you for being here, Mark. Appreciate it, sir. You see the Jason slippers at Ross? Well, folks, we've been going for 2 hours and 12 minutes. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me and shooting the bull. Hopefully this little stream helped ease at least some of the Halloween hangover. If you've not left a like on the stream, please do so. I would appreciate that. Let me do some shout outs here real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. Shout out to Joey for the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Shout out to Tony for the $9.99. Thank you. And let's see who is still with me here tonight. We have got my buddy Chris from Slasher Home Video. Go check out his channel. Go check out his website, retrocryptco.com. We got my boy Hort Orman here. Hillbilly Tech. Selmer Slasher, Big Smells, Scott, El Chewy Gringo, Trekopedia, my boy Swaggy, Joey, the Chaplain Chap, my boy Big Crack Rock, Boogie Manny, go check out his channel too. Good fella. Ben Grimm, Fachi Cinema, check out his channel too. Good dude. Christopher, Taco Bay La Lugosi, Barney Likes Beer, Philip Workman, Mark Smith, Joe Reese, Scratch Burno, Verge Hosh, Holly Barrows. Horrible Show. Did I give Horrible Show if I already gave you a shout out, you deserve a double shout out, sir. You really do. Fox Salema, Biggie Fitz, Brian Trash, Jordan. Yeah, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. This is for you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. Well, y'all have a great rest of your night and a good start to the first week of November. I've got a mask unboxing video on the way. I've got an Anchor Bay retrospective video coming up soon. I got a new Tales from the Piz video coming up soon. I am going to do a new Man Cave tour video, full Man Cave tour video soon, probably in December on that one. I'm going to be doing another the Movies That Made Us stream with some guests. Let's see what else. All sorts of cool stuff. So just keep your eyes peeled. And if you're not following me on social media, all those links are in the description. So have a great rest of your all's night. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'll see you again very soon. And until then. Oh, and if you want to send Jeremy something for the Halloween, for our Christmas stream, a gift for Jeremy to unbox on our Christmas stream, give me a holler on any of my socials or send me an email at pizowlpr@gmail.com. All right. See you guys later. Peace. Hold on. Horrible Show. Thank you for the $9.99, my friend. A little something for Hollywood Jeremy. Appreciate that, bub. Let's see. What do we got for you here? Here we go.
It's garbage day.
For you, Horrible Show. Also, let's see what else we got for you. Here we go.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. All right, y'all have a great one.